Friday, the weekend is here, and you're looking for something a little bit different to do this weekend. So, before I recommend that long walk in the woods, let me just remind you that in every movie I've ever seen, that always ends up with someone with a huge chainsaw wound, which probably explains why I'm known as the great indoorsman. So, let's play it safe this weekend. Rent a movie, get into our comfy chair, and let's keep all our body parts, shall we? After all, movies is what we do here at badmovieguy.com, and this week I've got one that will entertain, disturb, and confuse you. It's Tokyo Gore Police, and it's the strangest Japanese thing I've seen since Gamera. And he's a turtle with flames shooting out of his shell. That's pretty weird. Tokyo Gore Police is the story of the Tokyo Police Force. It's in the future, and the police have been privatized, and their main goal is hunting engineers. No, not the guys that build buildings. These engineers are criminals with a little bonus. When an engineer is wounded, the wound morphs into a weapon. So you might chop off his arm and it regrows as a chainsaw. And that actually happens in the movie. I'm not just using a weird example here. So the police force's main goal is to destroy all the engineers before they take over the city. And the police force has a hero. She's the main engineer hunter in Tokyo, Ruka. And Ruka has a pretty dark past. She witnessed her father, who was also a cop, being killed by an assassin. And it's a vision that haunts her and drives her to clean up the city. Now, when an engineer rears his head that seems to be the same assassin that killed Ruka's father, Ruka becomes a chick with a mission. But when the killer engineer reveals some secrets that Ruka was unaware of, she finds herself hunting not only engineers, but corrupt cops too. Tokyo Gore Police is one of the most over-the-top Japanese movies I've ever seen. And I've seen some weird crap in my life, people. Besides the idea of growing weapons out of your body, the weapons can be anything that you can imagine, from a chick with an alligator head for legs, or another chick who shoots acid out of her boobs, or a guy whose eyes become guns, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder as the movie goes on. Now, Tokyo Gore Police isn't for everyone. The gore isn't really meant to look realistic, but it is over the top. No one's pretending this could actually happen. This is kind of a drug-induced trip of a movie, and it's clearly meant to entertain, not to scare you. Ruka's dark past and the engineer's story are all just part of the tapestry that this movie weaves to tell its twisted little tale. And for a while, you're going to wonder what's going on. But stick with this movie. It all comes together in the end after a fight between an engineer with a dinosaur for an arm and an amputee with swords for limbs. I did mention this keeps getting weirder as it goes, right? I'm giving Tokyo Gore Police 3.5 out of 4 cigars. It's not perfect. In fact, I thought it was a little long. But it's tons of fun, it keeps moving, and every time you see something that you think can't be topped, the movie manages to top it. All while painting each frame of film with color and texture that makes this as much a work of art as it does a movie. If you're a fan of the bizarre and the beautiful, this is a movie for you. So, until next time, when I'll be here trying to get my arm to morph into a chainsaw, got a little tree pruning to do this weekend. Remember, you can check weekly horror DVD releases with me over at fearzone.com, and you can keep up with the indie movie scene with me over at roguecinema.com. Or you can always come back here in a week for more of whatever I happen to find on the video shelf here at badmovieguy.com. Until then, remember what we say, the best movies are bad movies.